Hi everyone, in this video we will discuss array. So what is an array? So array is a type of data structure, like it will be useful to store some values, right? So you may ask, so we have already seen some data structures like list, tuple, dictionary, etc., right? So what's the specialty of array? Like you may ask, it's gonna store the values of same data type. So if you want to store some values in that array, it should be of the same data type. Like it may be like all the elements should be of an integer or a float, a string, whatever it may be, but it should be of the same data type. In a single sentence, if I want to say array is a data structure where it is a collection of elements of same data type. So that's array. So now let's try to create an array. So you can just create array using Python. So even in Python we have a module called array. So we can just import and you can just create an array, or you can just use a numpy to create array. So first let's try to use Python to create array. So for that I will just import array, right? I will just import array, and in this array we just have another we just have another module array. So I'm just using that. So if I just see the explanation, like what are the arguments for this, so you can see the first input is type code, right? So what's this type code means? We just want to mention what should be the data type of your array, like whether it may be the integer or float or string or whatever data type you want, you can just mention here in type code. So while you are mentioning the type code, so you can't mention like int, float, string, you can't mention like that. So even for that we just have some symbols, so in order to do that. So you can see the explanation here, like these are all the type codes you can just give. So you can see if it is a signed integer, right? So this signed integer, right? So signed integer means you can just give both positive values and negative values. So you can see the unsigned integer. So in unsigned integer you can just get only positive values, and similarly you just have some data types. So you can just see float point, like you can see the different sizes, right? So you can see one, like 1 byte, 2 byte, 4 bytes and 8 bytes. These are all the characters we have in order to specify. So that's this type code. And the second argument is you just want to specify a list of values. So if you just give some list, so it will just convert that list to array. So first I will just give b, right? First I will just give type code as b, and you can just see the b in the sense it says signed integer, right? So signed integer, so we can just give -1, -2, 1, 2, right? I just given some few values. Now if I just try to give enter, so you can see it just converted this list to array, right? Now if I just store this in some variable, and if I just check the type of, so you can see it's an array data type, right? So it just converted this list to array. So apart from this, so if I just give let's say if I just give some float value, right? So 3.0, if I just give enter, so you can see we just got type error, integer argument expected, got float. So this b means you just want to give only that particular code of, like that particular values only. So since it is an integer values, like signed integer, you just want to give only integers. So that's the reason, right? Array is a collection of elements of same data type. So this is a different data type, this is a float, right? So that's the reason we just got type error. So that's about this array. And similarly you can just try for all the other type codes as well. So this is how you can just create array using the Python module. So this is a module which is available in Python. So that's about this array. This is an one-dimensional array, right? Similarly you can just create a two-dimensional array using this module itself. But if you just want to create two-dimensional, so if you just want to specify that using like two lists. So you can see you can just specify list, like you just want to give a nested list. So if you want to specify two-dimensional array, you just want to specify like that. So it will be difficult, right? It will be difficult for us to create such, like if you want to create a 10 dimensional array, so it will be difficult to create like this. So that's the reason we just have a numpy package. So we will just if you just create arrays using numpy, so there are a lot of methods available in numpy, so through which you can just create an n dimensional array in an easy manner. Even in general case also, we don't use this method to create array. We generally use numpy to create array. And first I just said you, right, we can just store only values like elements of same data type. So in the list we can just store values of different data type, right? So in the next video we will discuss, so what's the main advantages of array, like what's, like we just have few advantages of array over list. So one advantage is we just like if we can just store only unique values, and other advantages we have, like this array is memory efficient and it just take less time to compute a few operations. So similarly we just have few advantages of array, so we will discuss that in the next video, like advantages of array over list. So that's it for this video. I hope you got an understanding of what is an array and how to create this array using the Python array module. So that's it for this video. If you feel this video is helpful, like the video, and if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. And if you have something to say or if you have any doubts, feel free to ask down in the comment section. And thanks for watching.